So our boy Eango here has a new video out, and it apparently has some very negative thoughts on our man Dr. Ratio here. But it is a Eango vid, so let's see what he's cooking up here.
Dr. Ratio is bad. And before I get stupid comments on
there
this
you go.
video like, Eango, you say this for every Trailblazer.
Okay, I do want to point out, Eango does like the white hair female characters. He was always very positive about Hoyoverse always coming out. What is that? Sorry, like a hair from my mustache dropped out. Like a hair. No. He always talks about how Hoyoverse is always going to bring out like a new overpowered white hair female. So he has that.
That's not true at all, actually, and you clearly only get clickbaited by videos where I do say a Trailblazer is bad, because, well, you're an idiot. And like, I'm a YouTuber, am I not supposed to take advantage that you're an idiot? That's like asking a basketball player to not take advantage of a height differential. But even so...
It's like taking advantage of clickbait stuff.
Other videos, I've labeled Silverwolf as omnipotent, Weiss need a
there we go. You see white hair characters,
and if
white hair
paired with their
females.
double lesbo tempos, Kafka and Zila are also top
Here
of
we
the
get
line.
one white hair.
I also highly recommend summoning for Ruan Mei. Like, I never called Ruan Mei bad.
I do want to point out, yeah, he never said she was bad in that video, but he never recommended pulling for her either.
I just called her unattractive and unintelligent. Like, you can be unattractive and unintelligent, but still find success in life. Anyways, unlike Ruan Mei.
Oh, shots fired at Keemstar here. Is Keemstar still like a major player in YouTube? Like, I haven't heard anything from him in a long time. At least no controversies.
Intelligent, but still find success in life. Anyways, unlike Ruin Mai, Dr. Ratio is attractive and intelligent, but unfortunately, for a variety of reasons I will get into, he's just not up to par. And honestly,
and the character is not out yet. He comes out tomorrow.
As a sort of sponge to suck up players' excess leveling resources. So down the line, when the truly powerful Trailblazers like Acheron releases, players feel more.
That is some five-head thinking right there. Give us Dr. Ratio for free. Spend all our XP material. So when Black Swan and Acheron come out, which have been incredibly hyped up for the past couple months, we would have to spend money just to get the materials just to build them up. I gotta warn Celia about this because she's looking forward to Black Swan. I'm not pulling for Black Swan or Acheron.
Or need to spend money. Hey, welcome back. So I just decided that in addition to doing a YouTube video, I think it would also be highly beneficial to do some more grassroots community outreach on getting the PSA out that Dr. Ratio is just kind of a bait.
You going dumpster diving again?
So right now I'm heading to the
San Francisco library
to create some poster ads to hang around the city. Alright, made some posters, and hopefully I can get permission to hang them in some places around town.
He legit got some posters
unfortunately,
out.
Phil's Coffee did deny me permission to hang the poster, so instead I'm going to head to a boba tea place. Since the thing is, there's actually a pretty high overlap between anime mobile gamers and the soy boys and soy girls that enjoy boba tea. So I reckon a boba tea shop would be a good place to hang this PSA.
Isn't boba tea just like really sugary
check
tea?
These dumpsters for any loot.
There goes the dumpster.
There's nothing in this one. Wait a second. Hold on. Is that the omnipotent Bronya?
That. Okay, nobody's. Oh, goddamn, Eango. You just
so
the
it's
camera fell
actually
just perfectly.
a Dakimakuru body pillow Bronya, which I just so happen to be a huge Dakimakuru body pillow aficionado. So I'm dragging this hoe with me the rest of the day. For those unaware, Dakimakuru pillows are like known for being super soft. Like, they're so soft that I can probably jump down the cliff from here and take no damage. I'm actually gonna try it. Okay, never mind, that kinda did hurt. But I'm sure if I didn't land on my Dakimakuru pillow, it would have hurt more.
I'm sure it saved your camera.
Overall, I don't recommend doing that. Anyways, let's head to the boba tea place now. This underground passageway is actually a local shortcut, which I will take to save time.
And we got the SOAR. Again. Almost every video he's going through a SOAR. Is this flashlight going to run out this time? Again.
So loud today. Think it's raining outside. But I'm going to hang up one of my posters down here since a lot of San Franciscan locals do commute through this. Let's get some Gorilla Glue up in here.
How many locals are going through the stores in this place? I think he lives in LA.
Where's my poster? Oh wait, hold on.
What is this camera?
Well, this is ironic. I was supposed to be gluing my
poster to the
wall, but instead I just glued myself to the wall.
How'd you glue yourself to the wall? You glued your back to the wall.
Okay, this is starting to get kind of annoying, but in situations like these, I think it's important that we relax, take a deep breath, and thank today's sponsor.
You're ruining your pillow.
Anime-documakura-pillow.com has over 50,000 waifus. And I mean, at this point, not only would you have to be an idiot to not order a body pillow from this website, but also, from my estimations, just a straight-up loser. Like, look, they have the omnipotent Silver Wolf, Topaz, Soy Mia, Goofensneeder. Just all of your favorite trailblazers are here.
You know, I wish I knew about this before I bought Michelle her.
But there's also some Bleach, Demon Slayer,
Genshin
Impact.
Her body pillow.
You can just find her like franchise you're looking for,
like a kitty body pillow.
Like, let's just query for Girls Frontline Documakuru here. So they got WA2000, Negeb, and even Mrs. Raymond is here. And I mean, there's 7 pages worth of more stuff. So they're going to have the T-doll you're looking for. What anime-documakura.com sent me personally was the omnipotent Trailblazer
Why is her
Bronya.
skirt like lifted up so high?
See, she's very
You know what?
nice.
Never mind. I know the answer to that.
And I will show you all the other side of her as well.
And of course the booty showing.
Now, besides the printing quality and feel of this pillow being brilliant, probably the thing I put most to test and was most impressed by was its overall durability. Like, my Bronya took a total beating, and I also got her very wet, but honestly, just rinsing both the cover and inner pillow separately in some cold water with a very small amount of detergent restored her to new,
I'm sure that's very
still
important.
Feels like when I first got it. So I can assure you that if you are someone who gets their body pillows dirty for whatever reason, the Documakuru pillows from anime-documakura-pillow.com will not have an issue with that. And if you do end up purchasing anything yourself, feel free to use my code ADP Eango for 10%
what are you
off your
buying?
purchase.
There's so much.
Or if you're lucky enough to be watching this during the 2024 New Year sale from January 4th to January 17th, then you can also use code 2024 for a straight $24 off your purchase. Huge thanks to anime-documakuru-pillow.com for sponsoring this video.
Alright, that's how we got it wet. She just likes this.
Alright, so finally made it, and it's like night already, so let's just head in. Was given permission to hang my PSA, which is cool. Let's find some other spots. Oh, I think I'm allowed to hang them on these street.
So when are we going to actually start talking about Dr.
Ratio?
Ratio?
Get rid of the rest of them on these.
Like, the large majority of the video had nothing to do with Dr. Ratio. Is this unpacking ASMR? Tape sticking
let's
ASMR?
head to the next. Well, did end up hanging all my posters, and the good news is that they've been left up for like over a week now. So hopefully lots of trailblazers who do not engage in YouTube will see them. But let's now expand on why Dr. Ratio is underwhelming. But before I do that, I just have to poo-poo other theory crafters who I just feel are over promoting Dr. Ratio. Like, here we have MTash using pure calculations to justify Dr. Ratio being OP. And it's not just MTash, but pretty much every theory crafter is just blindly believing in these calculations.
Just want to point out, this is him at E6. These numbers at E6 Dr. Ratio.
But I am singling out MTash here, not because he's the largest channel, but because he's white. And also because he poo-pooed Zila, who, as some of you all may know, is my #1 Honkai Star Rail Trailblazer waifu. Like, there is a reason Zila was and will always be the highest selling banner.
She was the first banner. That's really why. And she was overpowered and broken being the first banner. The reason why now people aren't reaching that is because there's other characters that are overpowered and power crept her. By the way, Stream says Choppy Crew playing Dawn of War 3. We are going to get into Dawn of War 3. We are going to get there. I just wanted to record this reaction before I got Dawn of War 3 going. But yeah, So I'll hurry this up.
She's just more attractive than all the other trailblazers. And like, sure, MTash appears to be showing some objective numbers that Dr. Ratio is better than Zila, but like, who is this Pyridin guy and why do we care? Like, for
one... like the big problem with Zila is she can't do massive damage, but in order for her to do massive damage is she needs to kill some trash mob to get a buff, so she can go again, and then if she does her ultimate and kills another trash mob, she gets another buff, and then goes again, and that's where her massive damage comes in. But if there's no trash mobs for her to one-shot, so she could do that entire cycle, her damage numbers drop.
One, they claim to be an expert in several anime mobile games, which any theory crafter will agree you can only play at most like 2 anime mobile games at a high caliber, maybe 3 if you're really talented, but theory crafting for 13 games, that's just silly. When I checked the current calculations on Pyridwin's website, they are claiming that Dr. Ratio does over 1 million damage, but in the YouTube videos only 5 days ago, they were claiming that he does over 2 million damage.
They're saying minus 12
and
SP.
I calculated these values to give an over 20% percentage difference, which is absolutely unhinged. And like, I just think everyone takes this Pyridwin person overly serious just because they have a website. So it looks
I got a
all
website.
official,
I had a
like,
website.
wow, congrats,
I'm actually shutting down my website.
But honestly,
it keeps trying, people keep trying to hack into my website, and I have like,
in fact, I created
like a 15-year-old stuff on there.
Unremarkable.com in like 20 minutes, and my DPS charts actually show that he fares far worse than Zila. So like, clearly saying you have a website and therefore you're right isn't a good argument. And lastly, this Pyridin person doesn't even appear to have a YouTube channel. And when I tried to reach out on their public Discord, I just had to deal with a bunch of their underlings, which was pretty annoying. So honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if this Pyridwin person isn't even real, and if the whole website is...
For those who don't know, Pyridwin, they usually do like the Honkai Star Rail, like the PvP competitions, which there is no PvP in Honkai Star Rail, but they kind of figured out a way to do it, and they do a lot of tournaments like that.
Just mainly AI generated with a bunch of random numbers and calculations on it. Anyways, I did find this video demoing Dr. Ratio with some pretty good stats, but even still, his skill on break only does around 8,000 damage, and his follow-up attack will do around 12,500 damage. Lastly, his ultimate does an embarrassing low 16,868 damage.
Now, to my knowledge, the way Dr. Ratio does a lot of damage isn't in one-shotting enemies, is in how many times he can attack. Like, you get like multiple attacks off without using a ton of SP or skill points.
Here's my in-game Zila, and actually notice how her attack is kind of low. So quick tip, if you're running the double Lesbo tempo, which you should be, make sure to place Bronya next to Zila. And what this will do is give Bronya's attack buff technique directly onto Zila. So now if we go back to the stat,
I do want to point out that his Zila crit damage is at 143.9%, where I think the ratio they're showcasing, where is he? It's at 82%. That's a huge difference.
A bit higher, and this is just one of the many hidden powers of the double Lesbo tempo that I just feel too many people miss. But let's go ahead and find an enemy here. 17,784 damage, so almost about double what Dr. Ratio did. And actually, Zila can also follow-up attack if paired with Bronya, so...
Yeah, so he's stating you need 2 characters to equate to 1 Dr. Ratio.
Dr. Ratio doesn't even really
have
beat
that him
on her.
Guess you could just...
And look at that, the follow-up attack did even more damage this time. And now we get a third follow-up attack. And oh wow, that was over 27,000 damage to an enemy not even weak to quantum.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think Trailblazers are just really underestimating how overpowered of a combo Zila plus Bronya is. Anyways, bored of making this video, so not gonna even bother comparing the ultimates. But we already see the writing on the wall on that one. And if you really care to see more in-depth reasons as to why Dr. Ratio is underwhelming, just head over to drratioisunremarkable.com and read through my points there.
He has his own website.
Ideally, you do print out that web page and hang it lawfully around places in your local community.
Now, keep in mind, Eango, he does a lot of joke videos, not to be taken too seriously. And I do want to point out, like, Zila, is still really broken. Just at least 2 or 3 other characters that are more broken than Sela. Dr. Ratio, I think he's just going to be good, just not broken. But yeah, that's it for that reaction. So later.